Welcome in, everybody. What's going on out there? Happy Wednesday. Guess what day it is? Got a quick intro and we'll get into it. Let me see here. It's another rainy day out here in California today. Windy and rainy. Enjoy the intro. I'll be right with you.
Thief, take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the past will stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides, the scars healed and time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
What's up? What's up? What's going on? Let me get in the chat and see who's with us today. Thanks everyone for being here. I was going to go live at 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon, but the locals got some business over there, so I didn't want to step on them. Hope everyone's good. Please hit the thumbs up on the way in. Man, these streets have been, what was it? Deets had a live stream a year ago, maybe even longer ago. It was called Little Fires Everywhere. Well, we've reached the big fires everywhere point. Let's see here. October Skies, thanks so much for being here. And compare perspectives, life, love, stress, and setbacks. Yes, LOL. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I must have missed the first part of that, but thanks so much for being here. October Skies, A1. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for modding for me. It says, welcome to the Grove. Please tap the thumbs up on your way in. Yes, please, please. Guess what day it is? I love those commercials. I like the insurance commercials too with the guy who's like, what is it, Calamity or whatever? That shit's hilarious. Hey, Nanny, thanks so much for being here. Number 8. Randoms and Dime, Yellow. Thanks so much for being here. Pookie, thanks for being here. Headstones, my favorite teacher. What's going on? Week is half over. Yes, it is. Only 289 days till Christmas. Let's see here. we'll be listening to "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas" before long. It's inevitable. But then I can bust out my leg lamp thumbnails again. That's what it's all about. Hey Tracy, thanks so much for being here. I think I said hello to Pookie. It says we're almost to 70 here. Dang, it's barely 60 today here. We went from 74 the last couple of days to 60 and rainy, so it actually kind of feels chilly. It's not cold, don't get me wrong, and I know most of you guys are in much crappier weather. So Nanny Sharon says supposed to be getting high winds and storms this weekend. Yeah, I just looked at the radar coming through Sacramento here. It's pretty gnarly looking, actually. But I think we'll be in good shape. It's pretty rare to lose power here at this house. Well, I've had it happen. I had it happen overnight, so I woke up and the power was out. That was tripped out because it was still dark out and there were no electronics on, so it was like just completely silent. Dusty Garbage Girl, thanks for being here. Celine Dixon, thanks as always for joining us. Let's see, SG, hope you're well. I was hoping Nini would be here. I wanted to say hello to her. I know she's been going through some stuff, and I saw her commenting, so maybe she'll join us today. I hope so. It was 70 yesterday, 37 today. Sheesh. Yeah, those days are brutal. When it's 70 and then it gets dark and it's like 40. Random says, I was about to say they've been on fire. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same old shit. You got the Hive is just regurgitating Team Green and Brittany J and blah, blah. I mean, Becky Boombot's over there. She ain't got no content. I guess, I mean, I'm sitting here with not much content. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I don't have much on the agenda. I did make a song about nonsense on the web. That I'm getting a surprising amount of hate mail from in the way of emails, but it's all good. I could take it. I mean, listen, I know there's an inherent danger in calling crappy people out, especially if they've got, tens of thousands of subscribers. It's fine. I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm going to tell the truth and they're going to say some things. But yeah, it's good times. Lily Von Lobotomy, thank you so much for being here. Hatter's Madness, awesome to see you. Pookie said we got storms headed here Friday. Yep, those are the storms that are blowing through here right now, I'm sure. I mean, it looks like a freaking hurricane on like the northern coast of Cali. A1 loves the leg lamp, decorated boat for Christmas boat parade from the movie. Awesome. I love that. I mean, who doesn't love that movie? They don't care about Timmy. They laugh at him when he goes on a tangent. Yeah, that dude. Oh, man, he's something special. I'm going to make a conscious effort to stay up and chat today. I should be easy because I don't have a lot of videos to show you. I do want to show you the video that I made of nonsense. And I do realize, I mean, the critiques that I get for a video that I put out, listen, I'm not Martin friggin' Scorsese. I mean, I pride myself on trying to, proof watch the video and not misspell stuff. But I mean, shit happens. I'm making it on a Samsung cell phone. I've attempted to make videos, using the CapCut app on my Chromebook here, my notorious laptop, and it's just like a completely different program. It's so much easier for me to do on my phone. So, I mean, people tell me the lighting is not right. Like, don't send me an email and tell me the fucking lighting's not right. I know the lighting's not right because I'm not a professional a film lighting technician, brah. I'm just some dude. I didn't even make it. My first video wasn't even made until like March. It hasn't even been a year. Cut me some slack, eh? My favorite painting is your background. Oh, thanks, Emmy. Yeah, I would so badly want to share more of my art, but just the little bit that I do share, they they shit on in such a way that makes me makes me not want to share it. But I do have plenty of art that I'll share with you guys. If you just email me, I'll show it to you. I just don't, Hey, Wendy, thanks so much for being here. Awesome to see you. Hope you're well. Taking my time because I don't want to miss nobody. Spooky Paws, great name. It was fire, short, and to the point. Awesome. Thanks so much. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I wasn't too mean. I was just giving a critique. Since she feels comfortable over there reviewing someone's, trauma out of spite, then the least I can do is talk about how most serial killers start off by harming animals. And it just so happens that she's out there with a blowtorch harming scorpions like on a live stream, and everyone's like, "That's cool. That's completely fucking normal." I mean, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine what someone's going to do that on a live stream. Imagine what they do when the camera's off. Fucking cuckoo, man. I was right about nonsense. I fucking told you so. Everyone was like, "Oh no, she's not no bad." It reminds me of the same argument I had with Jonesin when she was like, "There's still good people at the Hive in the chat," and I was like, "No, there isn't. Watch." I wonder if Jonesin has that same opinion today, because there are no more good people left in the chat at the Hive. In case anyone's keeping score, they're all a bunch of new idiots and a bunch of like diehards. Nobody thinks for themselves over there. Hey, Brenda Sue, thanks so much for being here. Yes, please subscribe to Emmy. I think we're going to do, I had a live stream with her. I don't know how many of you got a chance to watch that, but on our shared channel, Sweetie Pie and Sourpuss, we had a pretty good live stream where we mostly discussed chocolates. Yes, Emmy, if you're not familiar with Emmy, I'm sure most of you are by now, but Emmy covers true crime, active investigations, and news stories, essentially. And she has a penchant for genealogy. That's her thing. So very interesting channel. One of my favorite channels, obviously. And I would check it out. Subscribe. Become a member. I'm trying to encourage her to go live more, but she's a busy lady. She's not like the rest of us that don't have like a schedule. I love nostalgia. Me too. Some of those candies I never even heard of. And of course, the second we ended the live stream, I started thinking about all this stuff all the candies that I wanted to show pictures of, but I couldn't think fast enough on the fly. But we'll do it again. But we're trying to come up with a different subject. Hey, Brittany J, I hope you're well. I've been a little absent from your lives. I've just been tuning everything out for a couple of days. I've been busy. I'm on the move. I'm a traveling man. But it's so good to see you, Brittany. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the yellow hearts. Awesome. Gigi, thanks so much for being here. I haven't seen Narcos clips in here yet, but if you're in here, Narcos, what's up? Hope you're well. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, yo. How you doing? Sorry, I know Brittany gets tired of everybody mocking her, but she says so many things that are easily turned into catchphrases. But that's dangerous, having that talent, because then you have a bunch of fucking scumbags like Granny's Watching and Cackles for Justice over there. The cackling cankler. J is for busted. But they steal every one of Brittany J's catchphrases. I mean, fuck, you even had Rebecca Turner over there saying, Queen Bee out at the end of her live streams. Like, what the fuck? Not one original bone in their bodies, I tell you. I mean, I get so much shit. Like, oh yeah, I also wanted to say I'm trying to come up with a do-over. I need to get back with Troll Investigates. I was supposed to call him today, but my schedule, I've just been busy. But I'm going to try to talk to him tonight. I want to reschedule, not so much a redo, but we might do something in his Discord, like a question and answer session, because I re-listened to my last live stream and I realized that I fucking talked over him quite a bit. And although it's not true, I guess it was sort of perceived as though I was trying to rein in what he wanted to say and what he didn't want to say. Most of the feedback has been really positive, and I appreciate everybody's critiques and notes on it. I also failed to say that that's not, in fact, one of the 2 interviews that I have coming up. That was just a one-off. Wanted to discuss about, just what's going on in-house over here with the mods and stuff. Speaking of which, I want to set up a mod meeting. For those of you that are interested, of course, do what you want. I mean, I just want to touch base. The way I think I want to do it is just set up a private live stream and then have everybody come in. No pressure to cam up or anything stupid like that. But just so we can sit at the table and chat up. Like, I've got some goals coming up for the channel, and I got some ideas. And of course, the most valuable people are my subs and my members, and of course my mods. So I want to get some guidance from them before I do anything crazy. But the channel's growing. Everything's great. The memberships grow every day. I'm almost at the point now where I can feel comfortable having a members only live and not have just 20 people there. So I'm planning that. I got some videos coming from my members as well. Brittany's driving. Be careful. She says, they steal everything from us. These weirdos have nothing of their own. And that's exactly right, Brittany. It's fucking crazy. To me, it's kind of entertaining at this point. I used to take it all so personally, but now I realize that this is just what it is. This is just what YouTube is. Just what's gone on in the last week with the way Nonsense reviewed Brittany's, sharing her life stories, and the way Nonsense acted. Like, that just proved the point. Nonsense is exactly who I said she was. But I mean, it just emboldens me that good people need to stick together, because I mean, these people, they make a living off of other people's pain, and it's that simple. That's what I'm against. They're like, oh, you say you support tragedy pimps. No, I support decent people trying to do the right thing. That's what I support. And I'm against people that make a living off of other people's pain and suffering. And that clearly includes Nonsense. And I've been saying that for a while now. It's been an unpopular opinion, but finally people are starting to catch on. I mean, Granny's watching. That was sort of a gradual decline into full-out tragedy pimp too. But I guess not, because the more I learn about Granny's watching upon reflection, like, there was a lot I didn't know. Like, the faking cancer shit is bonkers. I mean, and I know there's some gray area there. But at the same time, like, is everybody here just a fucking dirtbag? Like, I think not. I think there's a bunch of us that, if we're not good people, then we try to be better people every day. And that's intimidating the people that have this establishment. They basically have set up shop to capitalize financially off of other people's pain and suffering. And if it means demoralizing competitors, if it means getting smaller channels that are calling you out shut down, if it means flat out intimidating people by saying they know where I know where you work, I know where you live, things like that. I mean, that's become commonplace. I'm against doxing, believe it or not. I mean, they keep saying, oh, he's a real life. I still haven't doxed anyone. It's not because I couldn't. It's because I choose not to, because I think that's dirty business. I won't even dox people that have doxed me. That's my opinion on it. That's where I stand. That's frustrating to some people, because they want me to be part of this clandestine rebellion behind the background. And I'd rather do it right here on Front Street, where with you guys bearing witness to it. I don't need to do back alley dealings. I can do everything right here. That's why it's so funny to me when I get accused of being, this aldercaler, this channel. I'm not any of that. None of that. I don't have to do that, because I'm not a coward. I do it right here on my channel for God and everyone to witness. So, dear haters with this narrative that, I was iTowel, and then I was Narco Clips, and then I'm Troll Investigates, makes my video. You are working at a 0% success rate in the way of accuracy. Zero. I mean, you really, the way you romanticize who I am as a person, you make me far more interesting than I actually am, which is cool. I mean, thanks for the publicity. Business is booming. I think what's frustrating to a lot of these people is that they're upset that I'm monetized. They're mad that I make money off of having a YouTube channel, wherein I talk about them. And I understand that can be very frustrating. But let's face the facts. All I'm doing is exposing who they are as people. Okay, how do I put this? What they do is exploit missing and deceased children, missing people. They exploit domestic violence. They exploit anything that's sensationalized. They sexualize every case. The grimier, the better. They're complete, absolute tragedy pimps. So what I do, and I'm coming to the conclusion, and it's not the best conclusion, is that we're all part of the fucking problem, including myself. Me reacting to them brings them more attention, brings them more money, and we're all part of this tragedy pimping machine. Now, what I try to do is I try to point out what the worst of the worst are doing. Specifically the hive, because they're in the center of all bullshit that exists in this sector. Of course, so is burnt toast, but she's very good at insulating herself. But that only works for so long. Like her mask is also slipping. You have Nonsense, who's been a self-proclaimed advocate for victims that's her whole shtick. And here she is critiquing someone's I don't even want to keep repeating it, but she's just a despicable person. Like there's no advocacy in what she does whatsoever. And just the pure arrogance and the condescending tone that she uses to speak at everyone. Like why? I don't understand why people didn't just take my word for it to begin with. Hey, Patricia Burns, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for your nice compliment on my song. I saw Moon was live yesterday, and I popped in there, and they were talking about Nonsense, and I quickly wrote a stupid thing, and then I was like, yeah, it rhymes well enough. I'll turn it into a song, so I did. And here, actually, let me play that for you. Just let me get quickly through the greetings here. Sunnyside, thanks for being here. Curious AF, all my favorites are here today. What's up, Lacey? Thanks for being here. Dispatch Crystal. I'm sorry I'm not reading every comment. I'm just making sure I say hello to everyone. What's up, Joe? Thanks so much for being here. Smiling Sleuth, great name. Not enough. Everyone wants to be the mysterious sleuth and mother of 12. I'm making a comeback though. It used to be anyone that had mother in their name or mama. For some reason it was like my kryptonite. Like I never got along with people like that. I don't know why. Like I think I was targeted actually. But now there are plenty people with that name that are subscribers and members of the channel. I'm real skeptical of anyone with the investigates in their name though. Troll gets a pass though, because I think that's just a clever name for him. B. Tim trots around thinking he's Mr. Know-It-All. It's annoying. It really is annoying. I mean, I could say a lot worse things about it, but it boils down to just being obnoxious. That's what that little dude is. The Hive has definitely dropped way off my feed. They aren't as special as they think they are. Yeah, they're trash. I mean, they're being shadow banned. It used to be if you type in Queen Bee in the search bar, her shit would pop right up. Now you've got videos of people in beekeeping suits collecting honey. Wah, wah, wah. Bummer, dude. You're being shadow banned, brah. Do you even YouTube, Rebecca? But it's not lost on me that both Nonsense and Queen Bee's names are Rebecca. So how could I not be working on a Becky's video? Like, come on. They make it too easy. Becky. It's about halfway done. I'm trying to work on longer form videos. I want videos around 8 or 9 minutes instead of, typical around 2 or 3. So J for free cooter, both sides make money off it. Yeah, see, so I do hold a healthy level of guilt about being part of this YouTube sector at all. Like, but those of you that pay attention know that I don't typically hardly ever talk about cases or give my opinion about cases because not that I don't think people should. It's just I feel cringy doing it. Those of you that are cursed with actually talking with me in real life and behind the scenes, you know how I feel about the cases that are going on, especially the big ones. But, there's no sense. What am I going to do? Tell you, this is how I feel about it. This is what I think. I mean, if I knew, I'd be on the phone with the FBI. But, I do like true crime. I like to watch trials. I don't like to watch trials that are a slam dunk because I feel like it's like they're already guilty. Everybody knows. But I like the mystery of true crime. I like true crimes that are truly mysteries. But these people on YouTube, they just, for lack of better words, they fuck it all up. They make even true crime an interesting, like, where a group of people can sit around and bounce ideas off each other. There's no perimeter of morality in that. So people will go as low as possible and start sexualizing young people involved in cases and just creepily stalking on families. We've seen it over and over again. Like there's no prestige in being a YouTuber, and a lot of these people take themselves too seriously. I'm sure that it's been said about me as well, but you're not going to catch my ass sitting online 7 hours a day, just regurgitating other people's content. I may show a clip of something. I may even review a live stream, but only if it's about me and only if it pertains to something that's, pertinent to my channel. I don't know. I showed a lot of videos over Christmas of other people's content, but that was just for fun for us to see good, feel good stories. But for the most part, if it was up to me, this channel would only be my own content and no one else's. I mean, I think that's like more old school. I think it's the way to do it. Like, why do you have to, like, imagine being someone like J for Justice or Brittany J, or not Brittany J, or Queen Bee, where all you have, and I literally mean all they have, all the Hive has, all Granny's Watching have is other people's content. They don't have anything of their own. They don't have their own catchphrases. They rip off people's thumbnails. The titles are tired and repetitive. I mean, I would be so embarrassed if I were any of them to look over at my asshole little channel. That's why they don't like me. Let's face it, amongst many other reasons that they have fabricated in their delightful, goofy ass heads over there. They don't like anyone to be successful. It took me a while to realize that. Hey, Seclusion, thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a good day today. Been thinking about you. Hope you at least are finding some comfort there where you are. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can say about them. They've been grumbling. Oh, he's monetized. He's making money off of Queen Bee's children. Like, shut the fuck up. That's the craziest shit that anyone could say. I mean, come on. All of my graphics, almost all the tunes I use, of course, when I'm not just going copyright hog wild, I make it all. I mean, I make everything that you see, all the graphics, every image, I make it all. These people don't do any of that. And somehow they end up with 20. Look, I said it before, I'm going to be on YouTube long after Queen Bee is gone. And we'll celebrate the day she's kicked off of here because she's fucking trash. Look, but I'll put it to you this way. If I had 21,000 subscribers and I just grifted $200,000 from a sucker ass community, you know what I would do? I would pay someone to up my graphics. That's what I would do. Not her, not her. She just buys, I don't know how many thousands of subscribers, just purchase them. Click, point, click. Bunch of robots. When what she should be doing is paying a graphic designer to up her game. Have someone listen. I don't know why I'm helping this bitch out. Queen Bee, get somebody to make an intro song for you that doesn't sound like fucking someone being tortured in a Siberian prison. How about that? Start there. Start there. The color scheme is a little passe. I'd stick with it though because it's sort of branded to you. But that intro song is absolute fucking garbage. I mean, I can't even, there's no way to, you must know this is true. And I realize you like it because you got these little pieces where they're talking shit on your competitors and people you don't like. That's fine. You can leave all of that in there. You just need someone to edit that shit properly. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. If you weren't such assholes, good people would want to help you. But now you probably have to pay for any help you get. I make graphics and shit for a dozen channels behind the scenes just because they ask. Thanks, A1. I appreciate you. B10, Seclusion says B10 reminds me of a guy who licks ice cream in the market, puts it back on, and sues the market. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. I am anxiously anticipating more information on Queen Bee's court cases that are coming up. The second I have that, I'll slap together a thumbnail and we'll go live, talk about that. Thankfully, I think the rest of her court dates, there'll be no minors whatsoever involved, so everyone can shut the hell up. It's just that crook, just Becky the crook herself. What did Sonny say? Sorry if I missed your chat. I'm just trying to keep up the best I can. Tax Max Facts Thunderclap. What a name. Nonsense was part of that awful situation covering that young man's story. Yes. She was part of all kinds of shit. She was a big fucking scumbag on Facebook for years. And then, you know, the natural progression of a scumbag on social media is to obviously you transition from Facebook to YouTube, you know, and all whilst keeping your Twitter and your TikTok as strong as possible. I mean, I think a lot of people misunderstand that there are just people out here hustling. They're not interested. The Hive is not interested. Granny's Watching is not interested. J for Justice not interested in entertaining you or giving you any real information. It's all about farming you for as much money as humanly possible. Look, it's a danger to me on a for-profit channel like I have here telling you this, but most people on here are hustling. I'm appreciative for anything that I get. I don't expect anything. What does Brittany J say? Never expected, always appreciated. That's legit how I feel about it. But there are people on here that's their sole purpose is to make as much money as possible, as quickly as possible. And of course, I can give you examples, but you're not stupid. I see you guys out here on these streets. You know exactly what's going on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you could just do it by being honest. You don't have to try to destroy people's lives like Queen Bee does. You don't have to support racist people, you know, like many of them support Clue. I don't. It's just weird to me. What's up, Willow? Good to hear. Good to see you, dude. At work, covered in mud. Can't chap. But wanted to show some love. Listening. I have so much to talk about. But we'll return soon. Love y'all. Awesome, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to get back and tell us all about it. People are here for it, though. Oh, shit, I'm not sure what that's in context to. I'm now 8 minutes behind. Always good to see Willow. If you're not subscribed to Willow, do yourself a favor. I am anticipating his next live stream. I feel like I've been waiting for too long, but he's a busy man, and we're here for it. I watch. I just tend to go for the underdog good side. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the underdog in almost every situation too. Hey, Narcos, thanks for being here. Awesome. Stacking that paper without a legal fund, right? It's funny. I was just talking about people stacking money on here, Willow. And I mean, I think so many creators are afraid to say that their main motivation is making money, not this, not nonsense with their bullshit made up advocacy. I care so much. Look, lady, it's obvious. Look, if you're going to cover a true crime story and get a third as many views as you do if you just completely talk shit on someone while allowing your chat to just make up as much bullshit as possible, it's safe to say you're not a fucking advocate. If you could discuss someone's, you know, surviving attacks with malice, if you can talk about somebody maliciously while talking about a story that they shared, then you're just an absolute piece of shit. I mean, there's not even a gray area there. And that's nonsense, an absolute piece of shit. Every time someone's against her, this is her go-to. Oh, so-and-so makes up so many lies about me. All they do is lie about me. No, that's not true. She said it about me. Yeah, it's her go-to. She said, I've seen her say it about 6 or 7 people. She says it about Shady. It's dismissive, and it's even more annoying than her condescending tone of voice. But that's okay. We'll just start making videos on her and pointing out how atrocious of a person she really is. Like I've been saying, Curious says they will use anything and everything for content. They have zero boundaries. I know it. I know it. I mean, I think we all have to check ourselves. I know I've danced up to that line for sure. I'm watching Corn Rake murder hearings. Todd Mullins is definitely guilty, but he did have ineffective counsel and should get a new trial. I'm not familiar with that at all. See, that's the unfortunate side of this. My experience here with true crime or crama or whatever the fuck this is. My appetite for true crime is almost non-existent. Like it's just like, because I see how much people lie and connive here. Like, and it's just like it's just how humans are overall. So it's a bit disheartening. Butterflies are free to fly. They aren't. They ain't smart. They're smart asses. True that. I'm scanning ahead a minute here. So yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about this stuff on like a bigger picture type thing. Like, it's astounding to me that these channels that I'm quote unquote battling against that have tens of thousands of subscribers are fighting with my little ass channel with three grand. I mean, look, I think I'm being effective. Some of the stuff that they've tried to pull against me has in the past taken me off guard, but now I realize that I think someone else said it in here. I think Curious said it. There's no bottom. There's no low to how low they will go. And once I realize that, and I'm comfortable with that, I think they realize now they know they're in big trouble because I'm definitely not going to back down. Even if you have Burnt Toast mods creeping on my stepmother, even if you have Davis fam just outright lying about me, even if Queen Bee herself supposedly is trying to creep on my family, makes no difference. You're going to fucking have to try harder than that. And I hear all the shit that you're saying about me. Now would be a great time for receipts for any of that. I mean, I'll wait forever because I know that those receipts don't exist. But okay, if you want to live your life with no integrity, that's completely up to you. That's got nothing to do with me or my family for that matter. Fucking weirdos. Let's see here. Hey, Gina Marie, so good to see you. As always, Queen the Turd P. Yeah, she's a fucking atrocious human being. Tax Max Facts Thunderclap says, we're all allowed to speak on whatever topics. Now we should all be following some sort of moral compass, but that's still subjective individual choice, and we all have to agree to disagree sometimes. look, there's no question. But all I'm saying is there should be parameters of acceptability. I mean, of course, morals are, subjective, and each individual makes their choices. But what I'm saying is there should be parameters. There should be a wide berth. Do and say whatever you want within these ranges. But if you get it outside of there, the least that should happen is you should be checked by your quote unquote community. If I start talking crazy shit up here, I expect the first thing to happen is for my chat to be like, hey, man, you're fucking out of your mind. But what we see in reality is people just run wild and then gain favor and success by this running wild. And then we have complete disasters like the hive. And, there are many other examples, but that's the most prime example. Most recently, Granny's watching, Cluminati becoming this folk hero of white trash racism. A low to no moral person who has interjected herself into a missing child case in the most despicable, like pig wallowing in the mud type of way. She lives with a man who's married. I mean, all these people are just outrageously shitty people. That's the moral of my story. I mean, it's really easy to portray yourself as something you're not. I think everyone knows exactly who the fuck I am at this point. I mean, I intended on being anonymous on this platform, but that was stolen from me by vultures of the night who had already been doxxed themselves for years in advance. The way they live their life is, I have no safety in their paranoid mind. I have no safety or security because I've been doxxed to hell and back. So these people have lost the ability to actually give a shit about anybody else's privacy or security. They just don't care. If they can't have it, no one else can. And that shit is disturbing. And I promise you that I don't share those same ethics, those same ethos that these scumbags do. That's why I've never doxed anybody. Even my enemies, I don't dox them. I don't pass their information around behind the scenes. I could be just as big as scumbag, but I have morals, and that's all I want is like the perimeters of acceptability. Obviously, a lot of people are working outside of those perimeters, is the way I perceive it. A1 has been a member for 3 months. Singer brings truth and great music. Thanks so much, A1. You're the best. Speaking of music, let me just take a break here and play that song I made for Nonsense. I made several versions of this, probably too many. I nerd out on these things. Just like when I make a thumbnail, I could spend a good hour and a half on a thumbnail. But anyways, I bothered Emmy with a couple of versions of it. This one I think is the most generally palatable one. Let me just pull it up right quick. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. I do appreciate you so very much. Let's see here. My videos. One second, guys. I'm just looking for it here. So how's everybody feeling out there? Halfway through the week, I saw I missed live stream of AMAC last night. I have to catch up on. Still need to get in touch with T-Roll Investigates. I just got really busy. Like I said, I'm a traveling man. I'm on the move. And got to keep all the moving parts together. Let's see here. So yeah, thanks again for being here, guys. Please hit the thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, consider being so. I was looking at my analytics, and about half the people that watch my channel are not subscribers. I mean, let alone members. So I would consider becoming both. Let's see here. Content, videos. And yes, I know there are some subtle mistakes in spelling and other things in here, but hey, take it easy on the guy. I mean, I wasted a lot of time on this video, so I hope you like it. Hold on, let me share screen. The voice at the beginning of the video says, "Long live the scorpions." Like I said, just to preface this, there are plenty of things that I could have talked about nonsense. Like we could have talked about, the exploitation of Brittany's private, or sharing information about her private life with her members and subscribers. There's her past with the Dre McCrae case. There's so much to get into with nonsense, but I decided to just keep it as light as possible. We already don't like each other, so it's bizarre that she gets away with stomping and burning fucking animals live on a on a live stream. That's all I'll say about that. And it's a clear sign of some kind of. She said she does it because she has a senior citizen that lives in the house, and she's afraid that they might get stung. Well, that's simply not how it works. Like, first, I would urge the senior citizens in your home to not climb under the house where the scorpions are. Second, they have professionals that come out and handle the eradicating your home of scorpions in a much more humane way. I mean, that doesn't involve bursts of fire and stomps of feet. What are you, a fucking 10-year-old boy? What is going on, nonsense? In any case, that's what I made the song about. I made a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Am I sharing? Is this my live?
Larga vida a los scorpions.
In a world,
I couldn't resist using that. The band Scorpions, Winds of Change. I couldn't resist using that whistle in my video. Like, I really do hope you guys like this. I'm actually ashamed of how much time I spent on it, but I am quite happy with the result.
in a world where shadows dance with flames, lives a girl named Becky, fierce in her claims. With shoulders broad like mountains she stands, an iron will grips her rough-hewn hands. In the sun's harsh glare on dust-speckled ground, her footsteps thunder, hear that angry sound. Stomping scorpions, crushing their plight. Each crack of their shell sparks her inner fight. Rage fills her heart like a tempest at sea, yet deep in that fury lies a longing to be free. Oh, Becky, fierce warrior of tangled despair, behind that stern visage is a soul laid bare.
Alright, I wasn't gonna even address this clown.
With every stomp echoed by the earth's deep sighs, a battle of laughter and fury defies. Perhaps in your anger blooms compassion so bright, as you crush all the scorpions beneath your might. Rage fills her heart like a tempest at sea, yet deep in that fury lies a longing to be free. Oh, Becky, fierce warrior of tangled despair, behind that stern visage is a soul laid bare.
Alright, I wasn't gonna even address this clown. Alright, I wasn't gonna even address this clown.
With every stomp echoed by the earth deep sighs, a battle of laughter and fury defies. Perhaps in your anger blooms compassion so bright, as you crush all the scorpions beneath your might.
You're busted, nonsense. We all know who you are now. Busted. Bing bong. It's going to be such a pleasure making more videos on nonsense. I tell you what. I tell you what. Yeah, I mean, aside from just being like annoyed with nonsense, I'm being annoyed with the much bigger picture. And I realize that I'm underestimating. Everybody thinks I'm a big dummy and I'm just a big drunk that lies to everybody, blah, blah, blah. But trust me, I'm thinking about this stuff on a bigger picture. I do see some movement going on here. I know it doesn't seem like it, but people like the Hive, channels like the Hive, Granny's Watching, their days are fucking numbered. I mean, they can't run business just the way they do now, you know. Stomp, stomp, clamp. Yeah, someone actually commented on that. They were disappointed that it didn't continue into We Will Rock You, which I did consider, but it was already 3 minutes long. Yeah, see, Glow gets it. I know. Maybe I'll make an extended version. I wanted to do a premiere because I've only done that a couple times, and I rather enjoy that. But I spent way too much time on that video, so please give it a thumbs up and a look, or a watch, a view, as it were. It's not doing bad. 600 views overnight. I don't know. I guess I've spoiled myself because I made such a flash in the pan when I started making videos, and that I'm used to getting 3,000. So I got to humble myself a little bit, humble pie, and I'm just gonna keep cracking at it. Hey, Sally, thanks for being here. Angel of Light, thank you. So good to see you. Brittany says, don't sell yourself short, sinner. You are a good person with a kind heart. You are way better than those trash bags. Thank you so much. I mean, but let's face it, is it tough to be better than them? I do have goals in life. I know exactly what you mean, Brittany, and I appreciate the compliment. That's very kind of you to say. No, I mean, that's part of like, I've been busy, but like while I'm busy, I do think about, my channel, and there's always a burning email that I need to get back to. So this does get exciting being a channel holder here on YouTube, but it's never going to go to my head and make me think that I'm some type of royalty. That's crazy. And in fact, I'm going to continue to pride myself on calling people like that out. There's a slim chance that once QB finally does get kicked off of YouTube, which is, let's face it, inevitable, I will change my name to King just out of sarcasm, and I will hold her channel on the mantle like a trophy. But yeah, thanks again for the kind words, Brittany. I appreciate you. Yeah, I've been around the last couple of days. I've been busy. I pop in when I can. I'm traveling this next couple of weeks. I'm traveling around, so I'll be popping in live when I can. Hopefully, I'll get a good live stream from Santa Barbara. Your numbers are good, though. Yeah, I can't complain. I mean, funny thing happens, like the more content you put out, the more views you get. What a novel idea. So I totally understand why people do long live streams, but I'm just not built that way. It's not in the bones, I'd rather do a bunch of 3-hour live streams than 1 7-hour live stream. I just can't do it. I mean, I can adjust my life schedule to do that, but it's just not worth it to me. But yeah, you're right, Brittany. I was just looking at my analytics last night, and I'm more than pleased with the health of my channel. And everyone's generosity has been so humbling. Let's see. Glow says I should do that song for fun. I don't do it well, LOL. Well, that's how you get better at it. You know that. Hey, Blue Lazarou, thanks for being here. It is a tough song, though. Strangely enough, I don't think people realize that Happy Birthday is one of the most technical songs. Not easy for a novice to sing. Hey, Brown Eyed Girls says, Sinner, you're way better than those douchebags. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I pride myself on it. And I do expect you guys to call me out if you see me acting like them, but I sort of have an edge here the way I see it. Like, I'm 47 years old, and by the time I've had this account since 2007, October 9th, 2007. So I've been an active participant in this, what would nonsense say, this app for a very long time. I mean, in a couple of years, it's going to be 20 years. It's forever. Or 30 years. I'm sorry. No, 20 years. Wait, yeah. In any case, a long fucking time. So I've been watching even before there was monetization or live streams. I've been watching YouTube, watching the X Games, watching graffiti videos, skateboard videos, skydivers, the Red Bull stuff, all the way to abandoned exploration. I mean, I've been around YouTube long enough to know that as much ego and self-importance that this sector has, it's not valid. It's not. These people aren't investigators. 70% of them don't give a flying shit about themselves, let alone someone else. The whole thing is a racket. This whole thing is a money-making operation. For those brave, poor souls that have made this their life and they don't have 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, like, good luck. I mean, it seems like a bad plan to me, but I do wish you all the luck in the world. But as a result of these people with 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers and trying to make this their sole income in their entire existence, like, as a result of that occurring, what you have are people swallowing their morals in order to get a competitive edge against one another. And that shouldn't be allowed when it comes to missing children cases. And I'm going to stick by my guns on this one, no matter what anybody says. It's just common sense. It's just common sense. I mean, you wouldn't have a doctor working, tending to you that has ulterior motives than making you better, right? If making him more money made you less well, would you want that person to be your doctor? This is a metaphor. Queen Bee, I know you're listening. Have Timmy explain to you what metaphors are. You'll get it. If you try, you can do it. I have confidence. So you have these people that don't really care about missing children. In fact, missing children are more valuable to them missing than they are found. And that's their business model. So let's go far out here for a second, because like I said, I've been looking at the big picture. How long is it before we have a true crime quote unquote content provider that they become the story, that they become involved in a missing person before they become a victim, or before there's a hoax to make it seem like that and it's just a big money making operation? Because as we've seen, people can be big fucking suckers on this platform. It's crazy. I said jokingly in Jones's chat the other day, discussing Yep and how mind-blowing it is that it actually occurred. I'm not mad at anybody but Yep, just for the record. I know it's content fodder out there currently, but I don't give a shit about anybody except the fact that Yep did that. And I feel horrible for anyone who got manipulated into that. Of course, most of all Cash, because I know him the most. And I know that he's a fucking sweetheart, and he probably would have given her money without the story, without the fake medical situation. And anyone who does anything like that, you're going to get what's coming to you. Like, it's unfortunate. I don't know if it's greed or if it's some type of social disorder, but like there's a lot of that happening, and rest assured that shit is going to come back to you in not in a good way. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I guess the moral of what I'm trying to get at is that so many of these channels that portray themselves as well-to-do channels are actually the ones doing all the trouble, causing all the trouble behind the scenes. I mean, just look at the dynamic of Burnt Toast and her moderator, just a real life stalker creeping on my family. Who knows how many other people? Like, that means she was definitely creeping on BHB's family, right? Because she's so loyal to Burnt Toast that she just follows orders. So who else has no wire hangers creeped on? Who else's home has literally Davis fam driven to? These are real questions that I have. And since this kind of shit is becoming normal place, I'm going to take, just a few minutes out of this live stream to let you know that I am not like those people. I don't know what the fuck their problem is, Actually, I have some idea. They worship money, and they would rather destroy a person like me than be honest with their subscribers and members. I get it. I totally get it, but I'm nothing like them, and I pride myself on not being like them. Like I couldn't imagine waking up in the morning and being one of those people who's like, I got to do this. I got to strike up. I got to neglect my family for 12 hours today, and I'm gonna have to force myself to sit here and get high and talk bad about people that I don't even know. Brittany says, "Yeah, I get it. They set the bar pretty low. People are waking up. It's happening. I know." Thankfully, slowly but surely, like the shift on nonsense and people finally paying attention to what a turd she is encouraging, But I've seen these ebb and flow. I've seen people pay attention to how shitty Queen Bee is, and then here we are again. No one else is making videos about Buzzy. Actually, there's a couple clip channels. Shout out Clip Punk. What is that other clipper? I think her name was Sarah. Her shit has been really good the last couple of days too. A1 King Sinner. Yeah, first we got to get rid of Buzzy over there. And I realize that sounds arrogant. It's mostly a joke, but if I'm able to accomplish my goals here, I have no problem changing my name. Buzzy's numbers aren't as good as she wants people to believe. Brittany J's numbers are real, not paid bots. I believe that's true as well. I totally agree with that. All right, so what else am I missing out there? So, like I said, I've been busy, so I have missed an awful lot. Been trying to catch up with the local community. Some cool stuff going on over there. I don't know. I didn't watch last night. The last I saw was Local Milkers, where Savage was teasing that she's going to jump over to Local Queens, which is, a big deal. I don't know what's true, though, because I fell asleep and didn't watch I got to catch up. But that's part of the reason I went live today earlier than my typical 2:30 spot, is because I want to go watch Local as well. So much of it is a waste of time. You're right, Glow. And Glow, thanks so much for sticking with me. You're one of my first subscribers, and I just adore you. I'm so happy you're still around. And I know I've been neglecting watching your videos and commenting. I've just it's been crazy. I mean, for lack of better words, it's been fucking crazy. Britt, I listen. Butterfly says, Britt, I listen every night. These people are just sick-minded. People obsessed like nobody's business. True that. So yeah, I mean, that's my proclamation of my live stream today. I refuse to be like these people. I mean, of course, YouTube has changed me a little bit, some for the better, some for the worse, but I've, again, pride myself on having perimeters of acceptability. And I wake up some mornings thinking to myself, so fucking happy I'm not like these people I'm encountering. Like, because I'm truly grateful in the most primal way for not being like them, But Nonsense is the newest one to show her ass. Let's see. Nonsense is the most unbothered and bothered individual. I know. Well, I mean, that's the second. That was the other option for my channel name, Mr. Relevant, because as many times as I've been called irrelevant, I mean, if I need to just sit down and make a compilation, because it must be at least 1,000 different people that called, or not 1,000 different people, but a handful of people at least 1,000 times in the last 6 months that called me irrelevant. I'm so irrelevant that these same scumbags have been talking about me every day for 18 months. And that's no exaggeration. They don't take a day off. Every single day, at least once. Although Buzzy's been quiet lately, which is such a great reprieve. Like, finally, fucking shut up. But you're still on Brittany's back. I guess you perceive Brittany as a weaker person than me. She's easier to go at. But I think you're wrong about that too. I don't think she's weak at all. You know what I think, Queen Bee? And I'm sure this is no surprise to you. I think your channel is trash. I don't think you have any original content. I think in the 4 years that you've been on YouTube, you should be embarrassed by someone like me that's only been going live since October. October? November, December, January, February. 5 months I've been going live, and somehow I've become your biggest enemy. And the only way I've done that is by showing everybody exactly who you factually are. I see you, girl. I see you trying to step up your thumbnail game. I don't know who's making those for you, but they are looking better. Now, if you could just say the F-bomb a lot less, listen to people when they're talking, spend more time managing and being present during your own live streams, then you can do this. It's never too late to be a better person than you were yesterday, Queen Bee. And I do actually wish you luck. But until you like kick this bully stuff that you do, like you're in your own way. You could have a far hugely more successful channel. You could have 50,000 subs. The only reason you don't, Queen Bee, is because you're in your own fucking way. Imagine how much money you would make with 50,000 subs, dummy. Instead, you're going to restrict yourself and hope fucking Eazy-E shows up. Like, come on. That's all the financial advisement I'm going to give you. But, I mean, seriously. It is all about the money, and it's so fucking sad. Like, look, we all love money. Money, money, money. If you got a lot of money, send me some. If you don't have any, don't send me any. It's really that simple. My subscribers and members have been incredibly generous, especially this Lucy in the Sky, whoever this person is. They send me a Cash App every freaking live stream, and I'm so grateful for it. I wish I knew who they were so I could probably thank them. But thank you, Lucy, whoever the hell you are. All right, let me get back in chat here. Airsoft tournaments are cool to watch. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm way far behind in chat now. I got to skip ahead. Sorry, guys. If I didn't say hello, I apologize. Hey, Holly S., thanks for being here. Let's see. Angel of the Light, Meow, Michelle. Oh, yeah, sorry. If there's something burning that you want to get to me, chat typically isn't the best way to do it because I miss so much. I try not to, but my email is open and public, and please feel free to reach out if you need. I do have a couple pressing emails that I need to get back to, but I didn't have time. I just hit go live. I will try to find time tonight. Dispatch Crystal says, I would literally be embarrassed to show my face if I acted like some of these creators. Well, funny choice of words, Dispatch Crystal. They don't show their face. I mean, I can't believe. Even if I subtract all the personal shit that's occurred between battling the Hive and me, like even if I subtract everything that's personal, there's still absolute pieces of shit. There's still tragedy pimps exploiting everyone, including themselves. So I wouldn't like them even if they weren't saying terrible things about me. Terrible, untrue things. Gratuitously, repetitively. Yeah. I'm not the most mature guy in the world, but for fuck's sake, we should do a YouTuber runoff challenge where you only have so many minutes to create content on a specific topic and you'd run all over them. And so would Brittany J. I can make a video or put a live stream together in 5 minutes for sure. That same 5-minute video, though, if I have the time, I could sit there for 4 hours and nerd out on it. But yeah, I'd be up to that challenge. And look, I hope it's not egotistical of me to say I agree with you, Gigi. I think I would run circles around them. I mean, like I said, October, November, December, January, February. I've been here for 5 months doing live streams. I can only imagine and hope that in 4 years from now, my live streams are going to be so much better. I'm going to get so much better. I'm never going to be muted. I'm going to have all the equipment that I need. And that's what it's going to be. I'm going to outlast the scumbags. And that's basically my posturing right now. I'm not going anywhere. There's no reason for me to. I'm going to continue and try to stick around and be the voice of reason as much as humanly possible. And that's what's up. I do want to get a Patreon going, and I want to make it a free Patreon. just so we can hang out and watch shit. I guess we could do that on Rumble too, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Rumble. Seclusion says, I don't ask for money over my med stuff. I have my own funds. Well, that's good. Well, there's a big problem whenever someone that's in need is part of a community and they can't ask for help because so many other fucking scumbags have messed it up for them. You know what I mean? Like we should be able to ask each other for help if we need it. But unfortunately, that's not part of this social experiment. Imagine how many of us are suffering silently, needing something as trivial as $100, and we're unable to do it. Meanwhile, we've got people collecting $200,000. You know, I don't have a lot, but even when someone reaches out to me in privacy, I give what I can, and I'd never expect it back. Just because if you do that, then you're going to end up on a live stream talking about this person's a scammer. Like, I don't know. It's pretty complicated. Hoax already pretty much bordering on that. Oh, I didn't see the first part. I'm scooting ahead in chat. Sorry if I missed your stuff. Glow says Haagen-Dazs has a flavor out of this world. White chocolate, raspberry, truffle. Oh my god. Or trouble? I think you meant truffle. That sounds freaking delicious, though. Yeah, that's it, Gina. Sarah Suspicious or something close to that. Yeah, that's the clip channel I've been watching. She's been on Nonsense. Here's a little secret about Nonsense that I learned over the last couple of years watching her. She can't handle being questioned or reviewed at all. She just doesn't like it. Look, listen up, Nonsense. Nobody does. Nobody wants people picking their words apart. But being that that's what you do for a living, you must anticipate it occurring to you occasionally, right? I mean, because it's coming. We're going to start reviewing you just like we do the rest of the tragedy pimps, because that's what you are. At least be honest and admit it. Like, I'm even willing to admit that I play a role in it and it wears on me. Just being active participant in this community, I'm still part of the larger problem. I don't think any of this should be allowed. All this stuff that you guys do, make a living off of, I don't think that should be allowed. Especially the way you do it, with absolutely no grace. J for busted. Granny's watching. You know, Queen Bee. You have no grace whatsoever. Just the way you speak to people, the way you speak about people. It's just it's a big fucking red flag. And I don't understand why I'm the only one that sees it. Well, I'm not the only one. That would be a lie, but Curious says, I was shocked to see Laura yesterday. Oh, I don't want. I swear, like, before she started talking shit on me last week, I didn't even know she was still on YouTube. I thought she went the way of the dodo. But good luck with all of that, Laura. Holly says, I'm really shocked that anyone would take Nonsense seriously. Like, who is she to tell anyone what to do? That's exactly what I've been screaming, Holly S, for months and months and months. I was just like, this woman is just a simp for the hive. I mean, is there any surprise that half of her chat is basically all bees? Like, that's why she's loyal. That's why she doesn't speak out when there are bruises upon, family members of Queen Bee, most likely at her hand. Like, my God, could you imagine if that was Brittany J? Like, but we all know that Brittany J is not a violent person. But could you imagine if it was Brittany J that left bruises upon her child's neck? Could you imagine they would still be live? They would have to intravenously take coffee and just stay live. They'd be alive. It'd be a month straight now. The double standard and the hypocrisy is something that is nauseating. Enjoy life. Thanks for being here. Seclusion. Why do you have to? Oh, I missed that part. See, I hate coming in halfway through a conversation. Wayne McCone says, I love your channel, Sinner. Thank you so much. I have big plans for this channel too. Like, I'm just getting started. Lots more interviews coming up. Eventually, it's inevitable that I'll have to have a panel. I want to do debates with people. Anyone that I mention as being the biggest fucking scumbag in the world. Jay for Justice, Granny's Watching, Queen Bee. Who else is out there just doing the most? No Wire Hangers, Davis Fam. Any of you fucking pieces of shit, you have an open invitation to debate me about anything that you would like at any time. Just give me a couple of days notice so we can promote it and set it up. We can set up a charity fund. Every penny that's made goes to the charity of the winner's choice. 100% of it. I'm sure you're not going to be interested in that, you vultures, because you can't make money off of it. But be creative. I mean, you could dual stream on your channel and my channel, and we can make it a thing. But you won't do that because you're fucking cowards. And you can't even hold a paragraph, let alone a conversation. So again, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just offering you a challenge. And if you think I'm wrong, then take me up on that challenge and let's get this fucking going. I'll debate underwater basket weaving with you. It makes no difference, the topic. We could talk about domestic abuse. We can talk about addiction. We can talk about morality. We could talk about the value of being honest. We could talk about, the worship of money, anything, all these subjects pertain to you, QB. We could talk about anger management, right? Right, Ange over there. What's her name? Voice for the voiceless. Right, Ange? You could use some anger management. You're clearly a very angry person. Good Lord. Like, hey, A1 Street, thanks so much. Haters cringe because of your success. It's so true. I appreciate that so much. Coming in with the super chat. Let me play a video for you. I do appreciate it. And Lucy also sent me a Cash App as well. Thank you so much, Lucy. Hopefully Lucy isn't stalking me. I don't think so. She seems very nice. Let's see here. Thank you.
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 And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I actually heard. I didn't hear that. That's a lie. I don't want to lie to you guys. I'll be completely honest. Someone sent me emailed screenshots of people discussing my channel being monetized and how terrible it is. How could he make money doing this to people? What the like? Seriously, people need a break. Because I still haven't done anything to anyone. All I've been doing is defending myself and pointing out how terrible you people are. Like, whoa, is me. Oh no. We don't like the whistleblower guy because he's dangerous to our operation. No shit. No shit. Why is anyone surprised by that? And how is trying to contact my family directly exactly going to help you win anything? That's weird. That's weird, you guys. Just so you know, it doesn't deter me whatsoever from continuing on building my channel, hanging out with the people that I like to hang out with, and when I need to, call you dirtbags out. That's it. That's my business model, being honest. I mean, that's a simplified version of it. You really pay the price around here for being honest, but it's starting to level out for me. Now, whenever they say crazy made up shit about me, it's sort of just like, it just sounds like wah, wah, wah. It doesn't really have any effect. I used to get all upset about it, but now it's just like, whatever. Whatever. I mean, next they're going to try to convince you that I'm, the man with no arms or some crazy shit. I don't know. Like, it's becoming more and more far-fetched by the moment. But yeah, shots fired. Nonsense, you're trash. Blackhawk 57 Magnums. Blackhawk underscore 57 Magnum says, I wish you well, QB. I mean, if you were drowning, I'd give you a high five. Huh? That's crude. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like people. I'm not like people that I see are on here. I really, and I'm not saying I'm better or special. I'm just saying I'm not like I don't have a real life and a pretend life. The whole verbiage behind that never made sense to me because I am who I am right here talking to you guys. I would, if we were sitting in a cafe, I'd be having the same conversation with you, maybe, but the same, I'm the same fucking person is my point. I don't have this ability I never took acting classes. I can't just go live and become someone completely different than I am in real life. But so many people are able to do that it's disheartening. It's disingenuous. It's everything I don't like about people. So all I'm going to do is just keep being honest and keep doing me. And that's a problem for them. I get it. Hey, Zero, thanks so much for being here. Awesome to have you around as always. Michelle says, unfortunately, people thrive on hate and drama. I know. My channel's grown from drama for sure. And I'm sure there'll be more in the future. Like I said, I'm sorting through body cams and other FOIAs. Like you should see the shit that I see, you guys. These people are just, look, they're just bad people. It's really that simple. Tattoo Mama says, I'm still waiting. Shit. Tattoo Mama, I meant to email you back like 3 months ago. I'm not the best at email. And it's been overwhelming because I've been getting an equal mix of hate mail and words of encouragement. Lots of advice. I wonder what the neighbors and other families members think. I would be very concerned if I lived by someone like Nonsense who sits on YouTube yapping all day. Yeah, and she's not even the worst of them. Castle says, the hate is real. Thank you, Senator, for pointing them out. You're welcome, Castle. Great name, by the way. Scanning through chat. Sorry, I can't read everything. Violet Butterfly, thanks so much for being here. Angel of Light gifted 5 memberships. Looks like Castle got one. Thanks so much, Angel. I appreciate you. You've been so kind to me, to my channel, and in comments and everything. You're the best. I do have some amazingly good people around here. Dare I say, great people around here. Fuck it. I'll just say it. I'm super proud of the community that I built on this dusty little lemon grove over here. Not to get too cheesy, but I look at my chat and all the good people in here and how everyone actually gives a shit about each other. And then I go into these chatters. I go into these bigger channels that, I'm basically there just to clip them saying some crazy shit. And the people in their chat are so fucking disgusting. They don't give a fuck. They're just trying to say the most vulgar thing, the most outrageous thing to top the last outrageous thing that was said just for a smiley face response in the chat. I mean, it's so disturbing. And we don't play that around here. And I thank you. I mean, that's completely up to you guys. You guys police yourselves pretty well. I've got great moderators. Castle got one. Wendy got one. Joan Kelly got one. Tattoo Mama got one. Awesome. See that? You chatted. As soon as you chatted, you got a membership. Zero says, I don't like Rumble. Neither do I. Too many ads. Yeah, I don't like it either. Oh, don't get me wrong. It was fun as hell watching Savage review the Hive on Rumble. I mean, that shit was fun. But yeah, the ads are obnoxious. And I was on my phone too, which made it even worse. You got to skip and then you have to sit through an ad. You know what it's. You know what it's like. It sucks. And I need another premium fucking app service like I need a hole in the head. Like I don't need any more membership, subscriptions, nothing. Like I'm all full. I'm all full. Hey, Glow, thank you so much. That's so generous and sweet of you. Pair character jumping up and down saying number 1 fan. Yeah, you've been nothing but a sweetheart to me. And thank you for that $10. I appreciate it. You see what I got for you. If you're not subscribed to Glow, please do yourself a favor. I think she was the first channel that I promoted on my live stream, and I'm going to continue doing that because she's a sweetheart, and she's got a great story to share too. Let's see, what have I got here? Here, I'll play this one. It's funny. We over here at the Lemon Grove just want to wish you good luck on your parenting classes, Queen Bee. Lord knows you need them. Also, good luck with that lawyer on Friday. Good luck with that lawyer on Friday. Yeah, it's going down. She's got 2 court cases in a row. I think keep getting it mixed up. It's either the second and third or the third and the fourth. In any case, big trouble. Big trouble. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting messages. I did notice that I haven't seen her in here. Is Zoots in here? But Zoots appreciated my song. I basically wrote a cheesy poem talking shit on nonsense in Moon's chat earlier, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn that into a song like everyone else does, and I did. I think writing the song myself though was the way to do it because it allows the AI song producer to enunciate things a lot better. Blackhawk says Rumble is good for no filter. You can just let them have it with no worry of being banned. Yeah, exactly. I've hung out over there enough. I watch Flava over there occasionally, but I don't want to use it as some place to go. As a matter of fact, the whole reason the QB has a Rumble is specifically because of me. She made one just so she didn't get struck down, so she can go over there and talk all kinds of crazy shit on me. That's where JP or Jamie. Sucks her name is that because it's like one of my favorite Weezer songs. But anyways, that's where she was just like, yeah, I might take a little trip to the beach, do a little pop-up and say, how are you? Insinuating that she's going to try, come to California and pop up and say hello to me. No, you creepy bitch. You shouldn't do that. Like, thankfully she didn't. And of course she was just talking shit. But how fun is it to sit there and joke that you're going to go and fucking stalk somebody? Haha, that's fun, Jamie. Loser, no wonder you're demonetized. Thank you, Angel of Light. Thank you so much. Oh, Curious, you're too generous. Another pillar of my community, Curious a fuck. I don't know how I ended up with such a good person around, and I'm very thankful and grateful. Curious doesn't mind. Curious, very much like headstones and headlines, does not mind telling me when I fuck something up. Conversely, both of them also encourage me whenever I'm doing something correct. So, I mean, that's basically how you improve as a person. You have people that keep you in check. Because if you find yourself in a spot where you have no one left to disappoint, then you got to do some serious soul searching. I pride myself on having plenty of people that I would be afraid to disappoint. And no, I'm not talking about slipping on, by trying not to drink or saying something out of anger to someone on YouTube. I mean, like the things that are important. Am I a good person? Am I helpful to people that love me? Do I love people back that love me? Those kind of, it has nothing to do with YouTube. These are things that you can't think about if you spend 12 hours a day on YouTube. But thanks again, Curious. And if you did receive one of those, please thank Curious. Hey, Gina Marie is a member again. Awesome. Sandy, Donna Marie, thanks everyone for being here. Please hit the thumbs up. Narcos Clips. If you're not a member of Narcos, also do yourself a favor and do that shit. Scanning chat to see if I missed anybody. Conscience. Makes you go, that's something I didn't consider. What was the outcome of QB case on her child? She got it extended. She's going back on the second or third. I'm going to refrain from, because the heat of the battle is over with the hive. The way I perceive it, I've already won. Like, the pieces are falling where they are. It turns out people like her, she's going to have a certain level of success until there are some enforcement of TOS on this platform. So I'm going to refrain from speaking on her family in particular. But what I will say is she has an upcoming court case, 2 in a row for 2 separate things. One is probably what you're referring to, and the second one is the allegations, the charges against her for stalking, harassing, and threatening a 27-year-old pregnant woman in her local community. And it turns out it's most likely the new love interest of the man that left her. So a lover's scorn, time, a story as old as time. Except you add QB to that situation, you're adding violence and threats and all that other fun stuff. You know how she acts on YouTube? Well, she acts that way in real life too. So could you imagine encountering? Be like, she gives me like I would cross the street vibes. So sorry I couldn't answer you more, Castle. She's never going to talk about it. I can tell you that she's got a second lawyer now at this point. So she's got not 1 but 2 lawyers, and she's being real hush-hush about the second lawyer to her contributors. Although she just set up a new PayPal pool, so maybe this would be a good time for her to come clean. But she's essentially collecting money to defend herself in court against some pretty gnarly charges: stalking, harassment, and threatening. I mean, it's the exact charges that they keep saying that I have on my record, but they can't produce receipts because it's a lie. But the exact shit that they're accusing me of is what QB is going to court with on the 3rd of March. Or April, sorry. How funny is that? It's like, hey guys, I'll just take who I am, and I'll say that person is that way, and that is going to make them look terrible. I mean, what the fuck kind of logic is that, Rebecca? Good Lord, girl. It's never going to work. I mean, I don't know. I thought it would be as easy as pushing over a house of cards. It's more like it's going to take more patience. I'll say that. It's like her royal castle is made of sand, and I'm patiently waiting for the tide to come in, if you feel me. That's another metaphor, Queen Bee. Maybe B. Dim can help you out with that. If not, oh well. Willow says, that's why I bounced. I felt more noble slanging rock tunes and dope rather than selling hope to the heartbroken. One super chat at a time. Eventually I'm as bad as them. I know what you mean, man. I don't know. When it comes to making money on here, what I do is I'll go to other channels that are live after my live streams, and I'll spend the money that I just made out of guilt because it feels like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But it makes me realize that what I'm telling you when I say I'm not like these fucking people is not just lip service. I'm not capable of being like them. You know, I would feel guilty. I would lose sleep. Duchess seems to have a huge heart and truly care. Duchess is fucking incredible, and I will have no one talk bad about Duchess in here. And Duchess is also really good friends with Nonsense, so hopefully there's some conversations going on, because let's face it, Nonsense is in need of guidance and a friend right now because she's looking fucking wild. And she's not the worst person. I mean, they're definitely, honestly, way worse. But at the same time, it's a problem, and it's increasingly becoming more of a problem. We don't need some asshole sitting around smashing scorpions and fucking telling everybody how they should live their life. Honestly, you have to lead by example. Like, on it sincerely, not nonsense. What have you done that makes you any type of authority on anything? I mean, not just what have you done on YouTube, but what have you done as a person on Earth? Like, what are your accomplishments? What are you proud of? Because, I mean, you're trying to be a leader, but you lack the qualifications. You lack the characteristics. You just use bravado. You just use, condescending catchphrases. That's it. That's all. And, I mean, anyone that's a quarter of an intellectual can see right through your bullshit. Nah, girl. It's not going to work. I mean, it's just not. It's not going to work. But I mean, you know better. I mean, you don't fuck with me because you don't want smoke. I get it. You see that I'm tenacious and I'm able to point out outrageously terrible things about QB. So you don't want to fuck with that because you got your own problems. And to be honest with you, I don't have the energy. So we can make a deal. You could just stop being a fucking Brittany J stalker and stop stomping out the scorpions. I'll even make you a deal. I heard you say that you're in Arizona. I got a bunch of buddies that live in Arizona from the Marines. A couple of them own exterminating companies. They can go there and get rid of those scorpions for you. I get you a deal. That way you don't have to be a sadist and stomp them and burn them with fire because that shit's fucking weird, dude. Willow, they are awake again now. Hedgehogs. Wallet stalking is accepted. Well, I mean, I don't know. I appreciate you guys. 101 thumbs up. That's awesome. Or probably not. That's how many are in here. But yes, please hit the thumbs up. I'm scooting through chat to see what I'm missing here. Blue Lazarus says, I got blocked saying in comment section, QB, I think you're crowd whipping people and over her initial attack on Savage with Toy Drive, the weapon. Yeah, there is no room for dissent at the Hive. I mean, it's the most closed open panel in the world. Even if someone with a counterpoint to something they're saying makes it up there on the panel, she's going to send some of the goofiest, like gasoline gummy girls up there to, manage, quote unquote, manage the situation. And that entails peppering whoever just came on panel with insults while Queen Bee mutes herself and who knows what she's doing. Taking a deep inhale of some mystery smoke. And then she'll let it go on until the person gets offended. It starts to get heated. And then she'll pop in, ridicule the person that jumped on her panel. And that's how it goes. Rinse, repeat. Come on. It's as predictable as her talking about the green team and Brittany J. But here's the fact of the matter. There's no more Cindy Sin. She's not saying my name at all anymore because she no longer wants this fucking smoke. That's what it boils down to. So now she's got no wire hangers and crazy ass Heather Bishop doing the dirty work for her. That's cool. That's cool. QB is the final boss. These are just levels. And speaking of levels, QB, there are levels to this. In case you haven't learned that in the last 4 years. The way you live your life and the way you portray yourself on YouTube, it's getting a lot of attention from a lot of people, just so you know. People that you probably look up to. So stand by for that. I might be interviewing one of them or two of them. Shit, I might have a panel of them. A lot of creators using ads on YouTube now too, on purpose. Using ads on YouTube too? I'm not sure what you mean, Emmy. Like they're paying for ads? I'm like 10 minutes behind. I got to scoot ahead. I'm sorry, guys. Willow said all the way back 4 minutes ago, this is the only business I've ever even seen where people tip you, then question my spending habits. No one has ever tipped me for a song, then called me a grifter, right? Willow, when I have good days, when I like have live streams where I make $100, they lose their fucking mind. They lose it. And I think to myself, I mean, within reason, I feel like I earned it. Like I'm taking a risk, talking the shit that I do, sharing information that other people don't have. I always tell the truth, and I always have receipts to back it up. So, I mean, I think at least I offer some type of value to the community. Whereas, I'm not just pressing play and having mindless people just run the show. I'm the mindless person that's running the show. And as you may have noticed by my live stream with T-Roll Investigates, I might not play well with others. I mean, I love the guy. Like, he's one of my favorites, but I just couldn't stop talking over him because I'm so used to being up here by myself. Like, the interview with Aileen was a little easier because I had notes and I was occupied that way. But I'll get better. We gotta clarify some things from that live stream with T-Roll. I need to get with him and find out how he wants to do that. Maybe we'll do live stream on his channel to make sure his channel is getting shown some love. I got nice amount of views, or I guess we're approaching almost 2,000 views on that interview, or not interview, but that conversation with T-Roll. I did listen back to it. I don't often do that, but I did listen to the whole thing in its entirety. And I agree with some of the negative comments, but I agree with all the positive ones too. I mean, I thought it was good to have him have his voice heard. It is true though, I cut him off a couple times and I feel like shit because I want to know now what he was going to say. So, but hey, we live and learn. I'm just getting better at this. Barbara Walters, I am not. Seclusion says, if I'm going to stalk anyone, I would go to that for that hottie Charisse Theron. There you go. Not a bad choice. I would go for Emmy Rossum, the girl from Shameless. Michelle says, we need more sinners. You're amazing. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. That's no pressure. I've been having a lot of people say a lot of, very complimentary things about me, which I appreciate. But it's just so you know, it's difficult to live up to expectations like that. And I'm just going to continue being myself. I'll fuck up. I promise. And you'll be there to see it when I do. I'll never be a shitty person like my haters are though. I promise. Hey, Tinker, thanks for being here. Says she knows Thug Life running the streets level. She runs her channel the same way. That's exactly what I've always said. That's exactly. She sucked at being a hustler in the hood. So when the feds kicked her door in, she went to jail and learned some hustle. She probably learned from someone else. Hey, you can hustle on YouTube. And then Bing Bong started her YouTube channel. It was absolute garbage until she started exploiting a missing child. And then it caught fire. But before she started exploiting a missing child, no one gave a flying fuck what she had to say whatsoever. So, greed, it'll make you do crazy shit. See, Nanny says, Buzzy got mad after Timmy gave GW money. She said she is still getting attorney bills. Then Timmy gave her $3,500. See, what I think? This is a controversial take on that, Nanny. I think that was QB that passed that money along to Granny's Watching. To be perfectly honest with you, I think she just used Timmy to be the delivery boy because she couldn't, in good faith, spend $3,500. Or her subscribers would be like, "Wait a minute, we're paying for your legal stuff, not hers." I think it came from Queen Bee. That initial contribution that B Tim handed over. I could be wrong. It's not that important anyways. B Tim's a little bitch. Hey, Grain, thanks so much for being here. I see a lot more for who and what they are. Me too. It's getting weird, huh? Joe Kelly says, $3,500. I only need $25 for my car inspection this month, but I'll make that for myself, right? Brady says, you are truly one of the most accountable people, Cinder. Thanks for saying that, and thanks for noticing. I've had to swallow my pride hard on this bitch, believe me. Excuse my language, but on this platform, on this app, the app has caused me some problems, y'all. And I'm okay with that. I've learned some really good lessons. I've met some amazing fucking people, and I'm going to continue doing that. We're going to keep building this community. And guess what? The reason they don't like it is because they're not welcome, because we have standards. We have loose standards, but we still get standards. Narco says, I'm annoyed that the fact that she made a PayPal pool again to scam more people. Narcos, you have no idea. When I saw that, like, very few things surprise me now after a year into this. I keep out of the corner of my eye, I keep seeing a GIF that Emmy sent me before the live stream. It's making me laugh, so I got to close my phone. I've apologized. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, but I've apologized, and I hold myself to a much higher standard than they do. Believe me. Anytime I post a video that's even a little bit like I have people that I trust look at the video first. Sometimes we both miss the typos, but if I'm crossing the line, someone tells me. Some people take no accountability. Think about that. Think about the people that are just never wrong. It's always someone else's fault, no matter what. They can say or do whatever they want, and they can always come up with a clever excuse or a way to avoid accountability. Those are the people. Those are my least favorite people. I mean, I lump those people in with the same people that lie and steal. I mean, they're undesirable. Not beyond redemption, but undesirable. Some people you just don't want to be around. Again, people like the hive, people that might just erupt in the midst of a McDonald's checkout line and start throwing around chicken nuggets. It's just irrational, unstable people. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I'm torn because I'd much rather be someone full out crazy and show me exactly who they are than be a wolf in sheep's clothing, like a nonsense type, where you portray yourself as a good person when really it's probably worse than most because you're lying. Can I get a $30 for my oncology co-payment today? Possibly. If I'll send you some if I make anything today myself. Great. Now I have to watch to clip her doing it while fake pretending to be outraged. Oh man, it's so true. I just don't understand why more people aren't covering this situation because it's so like ripe for the picking. There's so much disaster occurring at the Hive and Granny's Watching and J for Justice and Illuminati that you could and you could do it with a clean conscience, completely make money off of these disgusting people by pointing out how disgusting they are and making them less popular by doing so, in turn making the world a better place. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm kidding, of course. Queen Bee lets everyone do her work for her. It pisses me off. She throws off a case that's trending and lets her panel guests do all the work. 100%. That's why it's garbage. That's why, and then she'll let that happen, Brittany, and then she'll try to chime in and she'll just be wrong. She'll get the city wrong. She'll not only mispronounce the name of potential victims or suspects, but she'll get it completely wrong. She'll allow people to pop up photos of suspects. Like, it's fucking dangerous. It's dangerous. I mean, the quality of product that they offer YouTube for live viewers is the same quality of work the QB did in the streets when the DEA kicked their fucking door in. It's just garbage. I mean, I understand it's attractive. It's Jerry Springer like, everyone likes that shit. But at the end of the day, these are actually adults acting like they're not adults. That's what it boils down to. And they say it more than anyone. They not like us. So I'm not like them. And I'm okie dokie with that. If I was like them, we'd have a problem. Anyways, I'm rambling. How's everyone feeling out there? Is there anything? Are there any clips, or is there anything crazy that I missed that I should pull up on YouTube and we can critique and criticize? I'll probably be on for a little bit longer. The cooter queen. It amazes me her people keep paying her for her stupidity. You know, the devil was popular too. I'll say that. That's an insult to cooties. I tend to agree. You remember that? Was it a game or was it just a toy called Cooties? It's like that plastic worm thing that you put the arms in. You guys remember that, right? Let's see if I can find it real quick. Maybe that's what we could do, Emmy, if you're still listening. Maybe we could do throwback. I haven't thought of this. You know, this YouTube game, it's gonna work. It's all gonna happen. There. Oh, that's a mini cooties. You get the idea. Remember those guys, their legs pop in? They're pretty unforgiving whenever you step on them in the dark, by the way. Doosh. Oh, Emmy said I'm glitching. Check, check. Joan Kelly says I'm muted. All right, I'm going to give it a second to see if it mellows out. Check, check. Let me know in chat if it's mellowed out. Joan Kelly said I love that game. Played it with my kids. So it was a game. See, I didn't remember if it was a game or just a toy. But yeah, it's so much fun. It's back in the hungry fucking hippo days. You know what I'm saying? Where's your fake birds today? Oh, I have the slider. I have the slider door closed because it's chilly and raining. I actually have a space heater on my old knees here, and yeah, the birds. Does anybody know where that originated? That I've got fake birds in the background because I'm jealous of Queen Bee's birds. Like, what the fuck? The birds that you hear when I live stream with the patio slider door open are wild birds in the fucking trees in the yard. That's what those are. I don't have caged animals around here that I blow smoke in their face or anything weird like that. But to say that the bird noises in the background are fake birds is, listen, I'm an asshole. I'm not a crazy person. There's a huge difference. Like, what is wrong with you people? I'm ready for spring too. Yeah, I keep hearing people refer to it. I don't know. Maybe Emmy knows exactly who said it, but I don't know. Hopefully it sounds better now. I'm working from the office and not the den, so I don't know why that glitched out when I opened something else. I don't have any other windows open. Emmy says it was 70 here yesterday, and today it's 37. Winter needs to get out of here. Insanity Mom, what's up? Thanks for being here. Great name. I love Nana Dragonfly's birds. Oh, yeah, she's got birds in the background, too. Well, Nana Dragonfly is such a nice person. So cool. Like, I always keep her and her family in my prayers. And, I just hope everything works out great for her. Brittany J's lucky to have such a great person in her community. And Nana is lucky to have such a great community to be involved in. So I'm glad. It was got a little rocky there with people trying to push and pull people and do all kinds of weird shit. But I think at the end of the day, everyone ended up staying where they needed to be with people that care about them around. And once again, the scumbags were revealed for being scumbags. Nonsense. Fuck's wrong with these people, man? 6 more likes to 125. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go with that like button. Meow says, they also said you were on a park bench and those are the birds from there. Yeah, I've been known to sit on a park bench and contemplate life. But I know what they're getting at. It's B Tim's narrative that I'm homeless and live behind the 7-Eleven. Right. I mean, listen, if I was homeless, I would tell you that. I'm just another way that I'm not like them. If I had no place to sleep at night and my life was that difficult, I would be honest with you guys. It's not that interesting. Ellie actually said that they were real birds. See, Ellie freaks me out. Ellie could choke on a bag of dicks, honestly. Excuse my language. I've never liked Ellie. Ellie's never liked me. So for some reason, Ellie is really good at manipulating intelligent, well-to-do people. And it's strange to me. I see right through her bullshit. Hey, what's up, Alien? Thanks for being here. Are you going to do the zoo? Yes. You have my word that I will do the zoo. Here's the thing. I can't promise exactly when it's going to be. Only because it's going to rain for the next 6 days. And I don't want to go to the zoo to show you fucking guys animals if half the animals are inside or caged up where I can't get photos or video of them. So yes, I promise seclusion. I will. And if I don't go to the zoo, I'll go somewhere else. Where I can go to the beach. Oh, Nanny says, or that you live on the beach. No, I don't even live near the beach now. I used to live in Santa Barbara for many years, and I lived right on the beach there. But yeah, no. That whole crew can suck it. Ellie got kicked out of the Scientology community. Facts. Yeah, I heard she moderated for Scientology channel. Weird. That makes sense because she does seem like the kind of lady that would, do weird things like stare at her neighbors through the blinds and smell her hands all the time. I don't know. I don't fuck with her. You should see like one of these live streams. I'll screenshot my block list and I'll show it to you guys. There are like, I said 20 Ellies. That's an exaggeration. There are like 7 or 8 and they're all her. That's how crazy she is. She's like, and this is what she does. Block this Ellie. She'll come back as Ellie number 4. It's like, I just blocked Ellie number 3. What the fuck what are you doing? Why do you hang out at places that you're not welcome at, Ellie? No one, that's so fucking weird, man. It's like you hang out with sadists because you're a masochist? What is happening? Please, when the weather's awesome. No seclusion. I know I promised you that, and I'm a man of my word. I will do it. I promise. I just want to make sure that it's the best day I can do it and show you guys the most. QB can only copy. She probably always dreamed of being copied, of being relevant. Alas, she needs to try harder. Put some effort in so I can confidently say that lazy bitch will never be relevant. Mic drop. I tend to agree. I mean, a good predictor as to where someone's going to end up is just look at where they're from. I mean, it's a little mean to say, but it is what it is. Sinner, I'll email you the shiz she did to Denver J. Cool, yeah, let me know. Ellie's too much like a yappy little dog. Yeah, I mean, I really think she's got a crush. And I know that's past it. It's cringe to say, but she's like, as soon as, if I'm in any chat, she goes straight at me, sinner, 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 sinner. It's like, calm down, kiddo. Calm down. Take a breath. Ellie was modding caused hundreds of problems. I bet. Ellie is craving to belong, and I hope she does find some place to belong. But I'm far past that sentiment that everyone typically offers her. Like, oh, Ellie's just being Ellie. No, fuck that. Ellie's just being Ellie because everyone permits her to act that fucking way. If it wasn't acceptable, she would have to change her game up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. WBJ is a rock star for what she has to deal with. Yeah, I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. She gets it more consistently than I do. I just get like they're not saying things about her the way they're saying things about me. And I hope they never do, you know. But just the constant drumbeat of someone picking apart your physical appearance, your enunciation of words, just for any little crumb of dirt that they can make a whole entire 5 hour live stream about. Look, if you've never had that happen to you before, I'll tell you firsthand that it fucking sucks at first. And then you realize that the same people that are calling you irrelevant, that you're the most you are the most relevant person to them. So you got the power. Listen, Brittany J is in one of the most powerful positions that you can be as a concurrent creator in beef. She's underestimated. There is no more powerful position to be in than being underestimated. Believe me. So it's going to work out. It won't be long before Queen Bee is made an example of, along with her channel, and then people are going to tighten up a little bit because they're not going to want to lose their income to continue to act like the Hive currently acts online. So I promise you. Call me Dave Stradamus. I don't, it is what it is. I already read that. Behind in chat as usual. Aileen says, Ellie is banned from every protesters for Scientology chats. How does that even happen? That don't happen to me. They love me because I'm crazy. Well, I mean, I can see how it happens. How many channels is Ellie blocked in general? Fucking, I bet 1,000. And it's so desperate. And just the way, like, I don't know. Again, wake up in the morning and be thankful that we're not all like Ellie. You know what I'm saying? And she's not the worst person. I don't think she's walking in the darkness like Queen Bee. I don't think she's like, like that bad. But without support of idiots like her, Queen Bee's entire operation would be defunct. See, that's the problem. It's a symbiotic thing. It takes a bunch of suckers. It takes a bunch of people who are actually malicious and have bad intentions on Earth to support an operation like Queen Bee's got going on over there. And it doesn't have longevity. It doesn't have legs, like my grandfather would say. That shit ain't got legs. It means it's not going to last long. It's not going to make it far. She thinks she's a big boss bitch with 20,000 subscribers. Well, that ain't shit. I mean, in the grand scheme of YouTube, that's nothing. That's nothing. It's easy to get puffed up over here thinking that you're doing this great thing or you're important because you have thousands of people watching your stuff. But in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. This is junk food for most people. So to me, it's far more important to keep it real than it is to have some type of financial expectation on the platform. Ironically, people are being very generous, and I'm doing just fine in the way of making money from my channel. So I think it's because I don't give a fuck. Hey, Truth Seeker, thanks so much for being here. Yes, they've been trying. I don't know how they got a number through Facebook. No Wire Hangers, Davis Fam, and Rebecca Turner, all the three of the nastiest bitches around the cauldron that there is. They've all been trying to contact my family. Could you imagine if I contacted their family? I'm not going to because I don't want to. They're desperate, thirsty bitches that are. I've done such an effective job at pointing out exactly who these people are that they're going fucking blitzkrieg. They're going code red. They're going for someone's family in real life. No effect. No effect. Here I am still talking my shit. You guys look crazy. Burnt toast. The main person that's doing all this crazy real life shit going after my family the way they are is one of your moderators, Bird Toast. Like, show me that you're an absolute piece of shit while concealing that you're an absolute piece of shit. All good, though. All good. because I wake up in the morning knowing that I'm right and you fucking people are wrong. Call me old school. I still think good is going to win. Brittany remembers that collective fear of your success stimulates herd instinct and tends to produce ferocity toward those not regarded as members of the hive or of the herd. I believe that. Well, that's another thing that I pride myself on with this dusty little channel I've got here. I've got people from all different communities in here. I've got drama, debate, crafting, musical arts, protesters of Scientology. I mean, I've got people from all over the place. And just being that I've got 115 of you in here and not everyone has hit the thumbs up, that means I got a lot of people that are just lurking too. About half of the people that watch my content aren't even subscribed. It's an interesting number. Like, come on, guys, subscribe. At least hit the thumbs up. Burnt Toast probably is involved, which is sad because I thought she was a real one. Yeah, Aileen, she's definitely involved. Like, the more I'm finding out, it's undeniable. If you remember, Aileen, Burnt Toast was the first person to put one of my arrest records, an old arrest record of mine, up on her community page. She did that. And then whenever I said I was going to sue Queen Bee way back to begin with, she went ahead and did a live stream about me and ridiculed my military service and tried to convince everybody. Because at the time I went into a legal advocates department or office here in Sacramento, California. It's a state capital of California. So there are an abundance of resources here. So I found an organization that offers legal consultation to veterans. So I went in and I found out right away why they do that is many of the lawyers there are veterans themselves. So I'm talking to a paralegal, or it could have just been a receptionist for all I know. And I quickly explained, look, I need to figure out how to send cease and desist. I'm actively looking on pursuing charges against Rebecca Turner in Illinois. Because she was, at that time, she was saying I was guilty of stolen valor. She was saying I was guilty of domestic violence. She was saying that I was guilty of impersonating her lawyer. She just went completely fucking haywire. So when I went into the office, not only was the receptionist / paralegal interested, but she was like, hang on, this is too good. She went and got people from the back office. So they wanted to see her being Queen Bee. So I pulled up a live stream and I showed clips of her talking, the things she was saying about me. By the time I ended the first 1 minute clip, there were a handful of people gathered around me, all very interested in it. And someone says, who is that bitch? And that's the one I'm here about. So Burnt Toast went over there with her big balls and went live and told everyone, veterans don't have access to free law services. Well, no shit, nonsense. That's not what I said. If you were listening to listen instead of listening to make a response, then you would have fucking heard me, Burnt Toast. You Burnt Toast, you clown of a human being. You spokesperson for a domestic abuser. You supporter of baby doxing. You real lifer. Burnt Toast. Patricia says, I've heard folks say that there is a cult mentality at the hive. Personally, I think it's cunt mentality. Yeah, I think it's a little of both. My mom has a very important skin doctor appointment. All right, well, good luck. I hope it goes well. Oh, I see you're freaking out. Well, stay calm. Freaking out's not going to help, Truth Seeker. I know it's easier said than done, but you got this. That's helping vets. Yeah, I mean, just in my mind, if I come across anyone on here that is a veteran, I am biased to their benefit. Of course I am. What the fuck you think? You would be too if you served in the military. But now they're picking apart. They're like, he was a desk jockey. Look, I'll give you this much, guys. I was in an infantry battalion. How about that? How about that, Heather Bishop? You fucking creepy stalker. stop reciting to people how I served and the character of my service, because I did a great job. I got an honorable discharge, and I was actually offered a substantial amount of money to re-enlist. And the money they were offering me, they were just a 3-year extension of my contract, and I declined that for the last time. Davis fam, I declined that offer to go to college and to chase women and to get educated and to fucking surf. I realize that really upsets you, but that's the fact of the matter. Rebecca Turner, are you listening? I know you are. That's the fact of the matter. So keep digging, keep trying. Stay away from my family. That's all I ask of you people. She had spot before on neck. Oh no. So she's getting a biopsy? Is that what you're saying? Truth seeker? I'm sorry. I hope it goes well. See, Heather had the nerve to block me on Facebook. Jeez Louise, I mean, Heather. Yeah, she's garbage, man. Like, I don't know what to make of it. And it's funny, too, because she's being legitimized by B. Tim being on a panel with her. Hey, B. Tim, you know that crazy bitch drove to my hometown, right, to try to intimidate me. You're okay with that, right? Of course you are. You're okay with videos of half-dressed children being passed around, B. Tim. You're okay with anything. You have no morals. You have no constitutional foundation. You know more about Chinese real estate than you do a woman's body. Beat him. And you know even less about the law. It's wild. Doesn't stop you from trying, though, little buddy. Tenacity will get you a long way. Hey, Opal, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, you guys may have noticed by now I didn't have much planned for today, but I appreciate you being here. Emmy says, and now I know for a fact, not by choice, he was honorable discharge, not kicked out. Yeah, what the fuck, man? I'm not going to sit up here for 2 years and say, look, I have an honorable discharge. I'd served honorably in the military. Everything went great. I mean, I can't. I've been saying it for 2 years, and here we are. I've been proven right, and they're still fucking lying. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I get it. I get it. You don't like me. It doesn't mean you have to make shit up, Rebecca. I mean, you even insinuate that I doxed you. That's crazy. You had federal fucking agents kick your front door in for delivery of cocaine, and then firearm charges and paraphernalia charges. The fuck out of here. You doxed yourself whenever you became a violent, narcotics-riddled degenerate in your own community, poisoning your own people with narcotics. And don't forget, purchased alcohol for children. This is their queen. I mean, these people are so low, they'll attack someone's military service. They love the military. They're all for the veterans, unless it's one they don't like. Funny that. Seclusion says, if she messes with your family, there will be no mercy. God help us. Let the dragon sleep. I agree with you. No, but they're already trying to contact my family. They're liars, though. That's the unfortunate part. They had Gannon's autopsy pics passing them around. It was disgraceful. I know. That was Queen Bee. Got the DD-214 to prove it. Yeah, I mean, I always have my DD-214 with me, just in case, even though I travel, and it's the original copy. It's something I pride myself on, because if I need any services from the VA, and I'm traveling and I'm not registered at that particular VA, I need that as proof that I did serve. So I got it right here. It's right here in the office, but none of those nasty vampire bitches are ever going to see it, and it frustrates them so badly that like they want something from me that they are never going to get, and that is just drives them insane. It drives them out of their mind. It has them making shit up just out of the blue air. I love it for them. Stay mad, like they say. One of Nonsense's condescending catchphrases: "Stay mad." That's it. That's all. You should be struck by a miniature lightning bolt if you say that's it. That's all. That's my official opinion. Joan Kelly says, "If you ever get in my area, you got a room here with us." Thanks, Joan. That's very kind of you. I'm actually on the move now. I'm not going to say where I'm going because fucking who knows who will show up. But yeah, I'm a traveling man. Bum, bum, bum. All right. I don't see any other suggestions as to what I missed the last couple of days. I had 2 days off. Let me find out Sinner's family is getting contact because I will personally go real life. We all know I do that. Well, stand by, Aileen. I don't want you to get yourself in trouble. I'll be back closer to family here in the near future. Before that, I'm doing some traveling myself. So, look, my family it's not the kind of family you just want to roll up on. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to finesse the situation and say your son is doing all of this terrible stuff, and they're creating little videos and packages to put together to present to my family, the worst, me saying the worst outrageous things out of context. That's what they're doing now, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But what sick fucks would try to get a family fighting with each other? Absolute sick fucks. I know who would do it. People that don't have families and don't respect that kind of thing. People like Queen Bee, who's just there alone in the house. People like David's fam, her family left her. You know what I mean? So it all does add up. But it's not having the effect that they want it to. Patricia says, next Monday is St. Patrick's Day, which is also my birthday, hence my name. But it's also the anniversary of the day that Gannon Stout's body was eventually found. RIPG, man. Yeah, that is super sad. And now he's not coming to New York to live with me, Peggy. Oh, how do you know? No, but I am going to start a GoFundMe to fly Emmy from New York and fly me from California, and we're going to meet up somewhere in the middle of the country and finally meet in person. So everyone else could grift. At least I'm not in legal trouble. See, Joan Kelly says, if they need anything my son did, if they said anything my son did, I think I would know. Try again. Yeah, I mean, and they're presenting YouTube shit to my parents who are obviously not on YouTube. So it's pathetic. It's really sad. And it doesn't get any more real life than that. So like I said, Burnt Toast is a real life piece of shit, just like Queen Bee, just like I've been saying, just like, I've had it right from the beginning. It sucks to always be right, but what are you going to do? What can you do? Welcome in, Narita. I didn't see Narita. Oh, there we go. Number 128. Hello, everyone. First time here in chat, always in the bushes. Oh, thanks for being here, Narita. Hey, I got a call and have to go handle some business, real life business. I won't be chatting for about 30 minutes. Hopefully you're still on. If not, everyone, please stay safe on these YouTube streets. Thanks so much, Narcos. You're the best. Handle that business. We might still be on. I don't think we will, but we might be. I was hoping someone could clue me into something maybe we can look at. Like I am really out of the loop, so I don't know who's been the craziest out here. I could probably just turn on a QB live stream and click anywhere and just talk shit on it. Let's see. Yes, welcome in, Narita. If you come to Old Dominion, I'll make you homemade banana bread. Oh, yum. I love banana bread. I'm sure it's good, but I'm a snob. I like to make my own too now. Now that I know it's not that difficult to do. It's difficult to get perfect, but it's not difficult to make a decent one. Holly S says, it doesn't matter if you were taking out in cuffs, you've still done more than they have put together. Huh? True. True. I've lived a passionate life, and I've been in trouble just a very few times in the 47 years, and nothing that is, how do I put this? Technically I'm ashamed of all of it. Like I feel like an asshole for being so dumb and breaking such menial laws and getting in trouble. But it's nothing that I'm ashamed of. You know what I mean? It was all foolishness, and none of it included violence or narcotics or anything like that. So I already know that I'm a better person than they are in a lot of ways because they're violent and drug riddled. So I don't know. I would tell them to fucking just get over it. Find another mark because it's not going to work for you. Have you looked into the Colonial Parkway case? No, I haven't. I don't. Like I said, I've been watching too much true crime lately because it's got a bad taste in my mouth for it. But I'm gonna get cooking and cleaning. Got to work tonight. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate you. Thanks, Gigi, for being here. You're the best. Meow says, now what I'm making. That's what I'm making now. Banana bread. Oh shit, I love banana bread. But it's been 2 hours. I just wanted to pop in, touch base with you guys. I know it's been a few days since you've seen me. T-Roll's catching this. I'm going to call you up here in a little bit. We got to figure out something. I talked over you too much that last live stream, and I feel dumb. But aside from me talking over you, though, T-Roll, we got a lot of compliments. The views are up there. We're going to have 2,000 views when it's said and done, which is it's pretty good for a couple little guys like us. So let's see. K-Sack says, I never chat, but I wanted to thank you for your service. One of my good friends served in the Army. Oh, hold on. I got a message popped up over it. Served in the Army. He was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2011. Respect to you. Respect to your friend. And thanks for saying that. I don't know. I guess I really never expected anyone to be bagging on my military service the way they feel so comfortable doing, but they have no morals at all. So, hey, Brown girl. Holly S says, like, why not go after somebody who has done something bad? Why freaking Britney J all the time? Exactly. I mean, there are plenty of scumbags around here. Like, I thought these people were against tragedy pimps. Are they not paying attention to the people that are actually out there pimping tragedies? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Also, if you don't like the way people cover true crime here on YouTube, here's my suggestion. Instead of making a video talking about how terrible the person is, why not become involved in their community and try to make it better from the inside? Try to make it better using the influence and the trust that you gain once you're an active member of their community. Like, if you actually give a fuck, then go ahead and give a fuck instead of just saying that you give a fuck, if you know what I mean. That is to say, if there's a channel that does things the way you don't like them, subscribe and hang out there. Become a vocal member of their community, and that's how shit gets done. Not by saying, they're terrible, it sucks. Now, of course, we're well beyond that with me and the Hive. I mean, she wouldn't have me in her chat for a second. They're allergic to the truth, you know? But yeah. Curious, don't watch any of them. I haven't been watching much, but I always get clued in. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Okay, Seclusion, take care, and I promise I'll get that outdoor stream going for you. You have my word. I have no context except to go after each other. That's coming. True that. Without the beef, there's no meal. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with that. I will be back. I might be back as soon as tomorrow. I'm going to try to have more of a presentation to you and less of a just chat. This was nice, though. It was good talking to you guys in chat. Always nice to catch up. I get reminded, like my last couple live streams, I kind of got away from talking to chat as much. And I saw going in watching other channels that some of the content providers, in quotations, of course, They don't even recognize their chat. And how the fuck can you build a community if you're not talking to the people that are there to watch you? I'll never understand it. I could have full live streams just like this, where that's all we do. I'm cool with that. Benny and Brittany are their own only content. True that. And me whenever they get the balls. It's not very often. You'll notice when QB comes at me, she has a crazy demeanor to her. It's like, I don't know. Seems to me that she don't want this smoke. Okay, and Emmy just told me that the halfway point between where she lives and I live is a place called Kearney, Nebraska, and it looks like a really cool town. So that's going to be my grift. The Marine Corps veteran is going to grift to have his school teacher friend meet him in Nebraska for a rendezvous, and then maybe we'll do a live stream for you guys. I think that's far less harmful of a grift than passing around autopsy photos of children. Wouldn't you say? I think that's a. All right, I really got to go. That's her center blunt. It's special. These people are living in an alternate reality. Holly S., you came in late or you didn't hear me say it. I totally agree with you. I never understood this. He went real life or real life. And look, this is all my real life. I don't have an alternate life. I don't have a fake life and a real life. The whole thing, I'm in real life sitting at a desk with a Chromebook. I'm really live on the internet, really talking to real people. It's all real life. It was real life the first time the QB accused me of stolen valor. From that second forward, there was no regard for real life or not real life or don't do this or don't do that. All bets were off. That's how I won. That's how I won the battle with the bee. Is I met her with the same amount of force that she offered out, and she lost. It wasn't an easy thing to do, but it's pretty much done now. Anyways, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Actually, I have a crime story I want to share with you guys tomorrow. A cold case, something that I've been carrying around for a while, and I've never heard anyone talk about it. Just before I go, Patricia says, the picture that Sinner caught of nonsense made me think of the line where there once was a creator whose brain was deranged from the use of cocaine. Yeah, I'm not sure nonsense is on any kind of substances. I think she's just naturally whacked out. Imagine walking around and just experiencing the world from the perspective that I'm better than everyone. What a fucking social disorder that is. I mean, I don't know what that's called. Like, I'm not qualified to diagnose, but for fuck's sake. All right. You guys are the best. Let me just have one more quick look at chat. Stolen valor still hasn't shown a receipt. Yeah, because it's not true. It's a crazy thing to say about somebody, because I'll leave it with this. It is, excuse me, I burped right into the mic. It is illegal to commit stolen valor. First of all, Rebecca Turner, go find out what stolen valor is, because you don't fucking know to begin with, first of all. Second of all, it's not true, and I'm still waiting for your apology. Tomorrow is a great day to be a better person than you were today, Rebecca Turner. Just keep that in mind. Good luck in court. Hopefully you responded to that office for the mediation. You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you got that shit taken care of. I bet you didn't, though. But, hey, that's a you problem. Know what I'm saying? Baby. Anyways, pleasure talking to you guys. There's a reason that they tell you to put the oxygen mask on yourself first, because if you don't help yourself, it's not possible to help anyone else. Sinner out.
You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So put your hands up to the sky and live your best life, alright. Don't just let it go by, just try, oh my. Got only one life, got only this time. We gonna get it right. You gotta let go of those who don't belong in your tribe. So cut the bad out of your life. Yeah, do it one time, one time. You gotta work till you're winning. Yeah,
If you're looking for something to watch, I believe Local Milkers are on, so go support Savage. I think you do have to pay to chat, but you can still watch for free. So I meant to link that. So check those guys out.
take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believe in testing and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, give it all your best. Yo, never gonna stop, no way, no. Yelling out, hey, yo, headed to the top on our way, yo. You gotta make change, yeah, there's gonna be a little pain, but nothing's worse than staying the same. So light that flame, put the work in, go claim everything you want in this place. It's time to go fast, know that energy is all cash. You could get it all if you never give up, no slack. Headed to the top is a mystery, your own path. Never gonna stop, no, you got this, never go back. I know it gets hard, you gotta love it. You gotta recharge with what you want and think of your dreams. Get that energy to go and get everything. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go.